Peace on Earth is a vision shared by all the world's spiritual traditions. To get to this promised time, we are going through periods of transformation, leading us to unity and wholeness. Humanity's collective transformations during its childhood and adolescent phases, with their accompanying confusion and turmoil, have given way to a consciousness of global integration. Humanity's age of collective maturity is dawning. The next step in humanity's evolution is clear. It is now time to recognize the oneness and wholeness of human relationships. This culminating leap of consciousness depends upon seeing all things as one, where there is no other left to exclude from the circle of the human family or from the web of life. We are entering a time when the equality of women and men will be fully realized, when a balance between the extremes of wealth and poverty will be fully realized, when freedom from all forms of prejudice will be fully realized, when harmony between science and spirituality will be fully realized, and when the protection of nature as a divine trust will be fully realized. One Planet Peace Forum was founded in 2019 with seed grants from United Religions Initiative and Maine Humanities Council to assist in this process of implementing these preconditions necessary for realizing lasting peace on Earth. One Planet Peace Forum was inspired by the vision of Sarah Farmer. Her father, Moses Farmer, an inventor and transcendentalist, and her mother, Hannah Farmer, an abolitionist and philanthropist, focused their lives on the betterment of society. Their home was a way station on the Underground Railroad. As a partner in the new resort hotel on the banks of the Piscataqua River in Elliott, Maine, in 1893, Sarah Farmer founded the Green Acre Conferences to bring together people of diverse backgrounds and points of view. At the first Parliament of the World's Religions that year in Chicago, she invited Swami Vivekananda and Dharmapala to speak at Green Acre, along with social reformers, educators, artists, scientists, spiritual teachers, and philosophers who came to share ideas on progressive subjects. The following year, 1894, Sarah dedicated Green Acre to the ideals of peace and unity. She raised the first known peace flag, a 36-foot-long banner held aloft on an 85-foot flagpole made of 2 ship masts. These gatherings were universal in scope and open to all. They became so popular that the inn overflowed and tents were set up to house the guests. One Planet Peace Forum follows in this tradition, offering a universal platform to people of all spiritual and secular expressions to co-create solutions to the most challenging issues facing humanity today. OPPF has emerged out of the commitment to bring people of diverse backgrounds together, to promote interfaith understanding through shared experience, leading to action steps that cultivate harmony, justice, unity, and peace across traditions. One Planet Peace Forum is an annual interfaith, interdisciplinary gathering of those who want to join together in an effort to practice peace and build a culture of peace. Our mission is to inspire cooperative action toward building the future envisioned by the world's spiritual and wisdom traditions. One Planet Peace Forum begins with a holistic vision to peacemaking. We understand peace as both an inner and outer process, an age-old promise of all the world's sacred traditions, and the outcome of a long evolutionary process, leading us all to unitive consciousness. Here are a few evolutionary leaders offering their personal 1-minute peace messages to the world.
Hello, friends. Gregg Braden here. I want to welcome you to this year's One Planet Peace Forum. I'm honored to have the opportunity to contribute to this vital conversation. I think we all know by now that peace is certainly more than the absence of conflict. We can impose measures upon other people that prevent the conflict. However, those measures may not really create peace in the hearts and minds of those that are at the foundation of the conflict. I think it's also apparent that there's something more to us that we are awakening as individuals and as collectively that is contributing to that peace. That something is human divinity. As we embrace the deep truth of our humanness and our divinity, the part of us that is ancient, that is timeless, that is all-knowing, it is the origin of our imagination, our creativity, our innovation. Divinity is where our forgiveness begins. It's where our love begins, our capacity to love to the deepest levels possible. It's where our healing begins. We want peace in this world. We must embrace the deep truth of our own individual human divinity. As we embrace that divinity from within, it is reflected in the laws and in the policies and in the actions that we enact in the world around us. Embracing human divinity, that's where true peace begins.
Hi, my name is Lynne McTaggart, and I'm here to tell you about how peace amplifies in a large or even a small group. I've run 41 intention experiments where I've invited my followers around the world to take part, sending intention for peace in some violent area. And of all of those peace intention experiments, every single one has shown some sort of an effect, mostly a lowering of violence. But that's not the interesting part of the story. Most interesting is the mirror effect of intention, that act itself causes peace in the hearts of participants. They find that they are more likely to get along better with bosses and coworkers, to make up with estranged relatives and partners, even to be more loving towards strangers. So my message is that you don't need a new president or a prime minister to affect peace in the world. Peace starts with you, it starts with me. It starts with having peace in our own hearts, and together and even individually, we can ignite peace that transforms the world.
Dear friends, this is Deepak Chopra with a message to the world from One Planet Peace Forum. I am speaking on behalf of myself and also Evolutionary Leaders. So, as we look at the world today, we see conflict, war, mechanized death, and actually medieval behavior with modern technologies. And if we don't solve this problem of abuse, violence, conflict, war, and mechanized death, I think we are sleepwalking to extinction. So this is a time for a death of an old story and the resurrection of a new story. And social scientists are telling us that when we have shared vision, maximum diversity of thought leaders, and ethnicity and gender, when we bond emotionally and spiritually, and when we complement each other's strengths, then there's no problem that humanity cannot solve. And the number one problem that humanity is facing today is violence. So let us commit to peace together. Let us share our vision together. Let us complement each other's strengths. And let us create a global community that starts with peace within, because peace can only be created by those who are peaceful.
Peace on earth has been the passion of my work, my research, writing, activism, a passion rooted in my early traumas as a child refugee from the Nazis with my parents. Now, this research shows a strong link between a punitive, often violent, authoritarian, rigidly male-dominated family and that same kind of world. Consider that Putin, the authoritarian Russian dictator who violently attacked Ukraine, he recognizes this link. He was instrumental in substantially lowering the penalty for family violence. We who want peace must also connect these dots. Let's remember that real peace requires putting love into action, which is real spirituality. For more, please Google Compass Magazine and go to page 33 of issue 11.
Time for peace is now. More than peace among individuals, peace among nations, and peace among religions. It's time to transcend these sadly elusive goals, to attain a true culture of peace with the entire web of life that holds us. In spite of the differences that appear to divide us, from a consciousness of this greater unity, surely humanity can address together the great challenges before us. The One Planet Peace Forum comes from this perspective of oneness, to offer inspiring speakers with practical insights into how we can move forward together to build this world of peace.
Each year, One Planet Peace Forum focuses on one or more of the unitive principles that are preconditions to peace. Understanding that they are all tied together, interconnected and interrelated, and must be approached as a whole to assist humanity in fulfilling this age-old vision of peace on earth. Approaching peace building from a holistic perspective, our annual gatherings for the first 3 years were held online due to COVID, with the last year held in person at Green Acre, the historic conference center on the banks of the Piscataqua River in Elliott, Maine. Next year's 5th annual OPPF will be a hybrid event, held at Green Acre in September 2025. We invite you to learn more about One Planet Peace Forum on our website and follow us on Facebook for announcements, dates, and details. We hope you'll be part of our hybrid gatherings in September 2025 as we explore the preconditions needed to put in place for building a peaceful world. By focusing on the greater whole in all its harmony and balance, we will achieve the greater goal of peace on earth. Peace is coming, I'm just letting you know. Hearts are blooming all around the world. Brotherhood is coming, I'm just letting you know. Peace like a flag unfurled, as we join the caravan headed to the promised land, the home that we share deep in our heart. And we join the caravan, walking hand in hand, singing an ancient song not forgotten. Hallelujah, hallelujah. coming, I'm just letting you know. Hearts are blooming all around the